I am so excited to see you today, Tonya. I cannot wait to share with you this beautiful audience. And so for those of you listening, if you don't know this amazing woman, she has changed so many lives in such a transformative way that I can't wait to share her story and what she's got cooking up right now with you. So welcome, Tonya Rineer.
Thank you, Renee. I'm excited just to be chatting with you. I always am because we just have so much fun together.
We totally do. And so I want to get right to it because this is going to be exciting. So first and foremost, tell the listeners a little bit about you and your background and what you do today.
I am a money mindset coach for women entrepreneurs. And the reason that I do what I do is because I think all the women of the world deserve to have freedom money. I think that we as women we just do things that are always from the heart, and we serve in a way that we value genuine connection. And I've experienced it myself when I first started business. When I started my first company, I so badly wanted to serve. I so badly wanted to make a difference and to be valuable and to really just make a connection that it was like, well, the money's like, yeah, I need money, but I really want to serve. I really want to make a difference. And it took me a really long time to understand that both were possible and that it's okay, and to give myself permission to receive money for the services that I was offering and to feel valuable in doing that. And I started to notice that there was a trend, that there was a pattern, that this is an issue that most women experience, where hey, I care so much that I'm willing to sacrifice my own needs, AKA money, in the name of service. And I started to question, why is this? Why am I doing this? And am I weird? Am I the only one? Or is everybody having the same struggles and same issues? And what I found is I was not alone. This is widespread. We all have money mindset issues. We all get blocked and stuck. And the reasons vary.
Yeah.
They vary. They're for many reasons, but so many of it comes from the stories that we tell ourselves, what we believe is possible, what we believe about money, about wealth, what's going to happen if we start to charge for our services, what's going to happen if we start to make more money than maybe our parents or our husband or our sister or our friend. What are people going to think? Are they going to judge me? Is this going to be weird? Am I going to have to manage it? Is it going to be uncomfortable? Are people going to steal from me? Oh my God, but I feel weird. That feels not spiritual. It doesn't feel right to want. Oh, that's greedy. Oh, that's mean. I could sit here and go on a tangent for probably an hour before I run out of things.
Totally. And I think anyone listening is identifying or knows somebody that could absolutely fit that self, that inner self talk, those questions, those words like greed, selfish, giving, serving, giving up, sacrifice, right? Those are huge words. And yet I also heard you say spiritual, and most often that is not equated to money. And so who do you serve? Who is you've got such great services. I know because I've personally experienced them. Who are the people that should be listening closely right now?
So Money Vibes Bootcamp was specifically built for women entrepreneurs who are struggling with their relationship with money. They have a hard time earning it, spending it. They feel weird, guilty, buyer's remorse. They don't feel valuable enough to spend it on themselves. They have a hard time asking for it. They have a hard time managing it. They just put their heads in the sand and go, I don't even know what my numbers look like, and I don't want to. Where they've grown up with money stories, maybe in a lack household or maybe in an affluent household where money just wasn't talked about. So the idea of talking about it feels awkward. It's weird. And if you can't talk about it, how in the heck are you supposed to make it and accumulate it? Right. So,
keep it.
And keep it. And then make more of it. It feels weird, and it's this awkward thing. It's a foreign language, and we have to get over that. It's got to be as easy and breezy to talk about what you do and how you serve and how much you charge and what you make as it is to talk about what you had for breakfast. And if it's not, you need Money Vibes Boot Camp.
And so that's right. So how long does Money Vibes Boot Camp last?
So the course is 8 weeks. Well, it's actually 9 with a little bit more built in because, I just give. But it's an 8 weeks course, and it is very much a journey where I am taking you on a journey to peel back the layers of your money mindset. So we start with setting goals and what do you want for yourself? What does your ideal money situation look like? And why can't you have that? What's weird about that? Why are you settling for less? Why do you have limiting beliefs? So then, we trigger some of those limiting beliefs and we start to peel them back. We start to identify your limiting beliefs and what are they? Where do they come from? And then we move into, okay, now how do we get rid of them? How do we, actually start to change the way we think and feel about ourselves, our blocks, our beliefs, our money stories, everything that's happened. And then once we are able to start changing the perspective on the limiting beliefs and stories, we can start to identify what is threatening to bring us back there. Now I'm starting to think differently, but like any recovering alcoholic or whatever,
you pull you back in.
You have to eliminate the trigger. You have to know what your triggers are, right?
Huge.
You
Absolutely.
have to know. So, once we start to change those stories, we get into the triggers and what negative influences are in your life that are threatening to pull you back to this negative, dark place. And what do we do about them? So how do you protect your energy? How do you protect your new vibe and your mindset? Right? And then we go into your own worth. Do you feel worthy of money? Do you feel worthy and deserving? Does it feel good to honor yourself, to say yes to yourself, to say no to somebody else so you can say yes to yourself, to have money, to feel affluent, to feel rich and abundant and money is meant for me, right?
And it's a good thing. It's not this dirty, the words greedy, these other bad pieces, right? It's equating. It's rewriting that story. You were so good at this. P.S. We have done this before. Millions in, I'm like, shit, it's about to get deep.
I don't even notice I'm doing that. That's so funny.
I know, I love it. I'm like, oh damn.
This is like me. I'm like,
I know.
I have a secret for you.
So
you're worthy of a lot more money. Shh.
I love it. So these women I know from hearing this description that there are going to be thousands of women that are identifying with this, saying, yes, I actually do say those things to myself. Yes, I actually do feel that way. And I would love to know how to get through that. And so what do they have to do to get involved?
Pay me, right?
That's it.
That's it.
Click the button. Boom.
Click the button. Add to cart. Check out. And seriously, it's legit that easy to get paid, right? I have something for you. I want to teach you to overcome your limiting beliefs around money. So this course is available. I feel like it should be a prerequisite in high school to graduate because it's
totally,
can I talk to the superintendent of education of America and all the other countries, please? Because it's so important that we have a healthy relationship with money, right? So
absolutely.
The extension of this program, and I do work inside the group. So I do extensions that are deeper diving into self-worth and confidence and empowerment. However, this course contains so much of that because we really take it to the basics. Yes, there's reasons that you have limiting beliefs. And some of those are because your parents had a crappy relationship with money, because in your house, it was a struggle, or because you heard the words, I'm broke, we can't afford it, money doesn't grow on trees. What do you think, I'm made of money? We heard that growing up.
Oh, I got chills.
And that stuck.
That's so good.
But then there's other reasons. It's because we, at the core, don't feel like we're doing enough.
Holy moly, holy max, every day.
I got to do more. This isn't good enough. What else can I be doing for my business? Right. And it's hustle, go, push, hustle. And we never really learn to love the energy of being and to sit with that. right? As women and hustlers and overachievers, and you're a people pleaser and you are a perfectionist. And that's like, because that's how we're trained. That's the mindset that we grew up with. But in order to, and I talk about manifesting.
And it's so good.
You have to be able to, like, in order for somebody to pay you, you have to sit there and let them hand you the money.
To be willing to receive.
You have to shut up and stop selling your stuff. You know what I mean? You have to say thank you and let it come to you, right? So we do work around that on what does it really feel like to receive and to sit in the energy of abundance and receive it and let it feel good, not let it feel weird and dirty and like, oh my God, I feel like I should be doing something. This is weird, right? And so there's work around all these things. And of course, 8 weeks is a very short time frame to completely reprogram 30, 40, 50 years of, thinking in a way that was unhealthy and not serving you. 8 weeks is a short time frame and it's a lot of stuff. So I make sure that you have access to that for the rest of your life. You are going to repeat it over and over again every time you launch a new product, or you create a new service, or you raise your prices, or you move into a new area, right? Like all these new weird things are going to come up and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's those thoughts are back again. What do I do? You go back to basics. And you go back and it's a choose your own adventure at that point. You've already done all the work. At that point, you know what modules you're going to need to go back and what lessons and what homework you're going to need. But it doesn't stop there because we have a Facebook group, which is the Vibe Tribe. These are my girls. I love them. Where I show up and I do coaching in there. I have been known to do live coaching calls to, throw them in there like, hey, I don't got anything going on today. I'm available. Does anybody need some help? Let's jump on a call. So it's not scheduled. It's random. But when I see a need, or somebody asks a question and it's not something that I've gone into depth with, I will go in that group and do a live Facebook, video just for you to answer your question and coach you through. And what I found is if one person has an issue, they're not the only one.
They're never the only one. Yeah. They're the only one that might have said anything.
Right.
It helps everybody. So I love group component. I love it. How amazing. So helpful and fantastic. So we do, it's the 8 weeks, but then we do so much mindset work and work on self-worth and loving yourself and learning how to feel worthy and deserving around that. So it is there's so many good things. So many good things. I'm so excited and passionate about it. And what I love about you, Tonya, and I want to share this with the audience because I am, I'm known for more strategy, right? Like sales strategy. Here are the scripts, here are the templates. And those are absolutely required as well. But it doesn't matter how many scripts or templates you have if you don't want to do it, or you don't want to do it because it's going to feel bad or dirty or greedy or, out of alignment with who you are. So what I want to say to you that your audience needs to know is that again, this is me speaking. It's like, you have real strategies and tactics and techniques that work. This is not all just, although we love to do some woo, we love some manifestation. It's not all just like, we're going to sit and meditate and like hope that things work out. We're going to take action too. Like, and I love that about, I say we.
Well, we do.
I
feel like sometimes we share a brain.
Exactly.
Except you have the strategy side of it, and I have the emotional mindset feeling. That's how I roll. But you're right. I do. Because there's a lot of, and I talk a lot about law of attraction.
Yep.
The problem in the weirdness around the law of attraction for most of the people I serve. Mm-hmm. So I don't serve lazy people.
Right.
Lazy, just don't.
That's the key.
Don't click the button, please.
Right. This is like I wanted to make clear, you're not just saying we're going to sit and manifest stuff. We're going to take action and do things. And like you said, peel away the layers. This is a physical action that will be happening. Results will follow.
Yes. It's uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's uncomfortable. If you're looking for something like a magic bullet, a get rich quick, can I just swallow this pill and fix my mindset? This ain't it. Yes, it's uncomfortable. When you're digging in and peeling those emotions out of the closet and they've been buried for so long, you've chosen not to experience them. Why? Because they're painful, right? Some of these memories around money are painful. But when you learn, and I'm very very nurturing and loving at the way we pull them out and deal with them. And I've got your back, so you're not doing it alone. But when you learn to look at them and change your perspective of them, then you take the power back and you are in control and know they can never hurt you again. Right. Yep. So that is a critical component of changing your mindset, but you have to do the work. Just like you, Renee, you teach sales and you give them, I know you give your students everything to be successful in sales, but I could give it to you, but if you don't actually use it, then it's useless. Do the work. It's not going to do the work for you.
Right. Exactly. And that is such the key difference. It's not done for you, but these are the kind of things which no one can do for you. You have to pull out your own mindset. You have to, peel back those layers, and you do create that container of safe, nurturing, but strong. And then I think you said it best. They get their power back. No one's giving away their power and saying, lead me, sensei. You're not a savior. You are a leader. You can't save someone, but you can certainly lead them through this path that they need to go through so that they can create that life of abundance, which is what we're all, what we all dream of. And it is
you're 8 weeks away from.
Boom! So look at that. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we had this talk. For those of you who are on the fence, I'm sure there's lots of other people that could sing this song with me. Tonya, you've heard it before, is the real deal. She knows what she's talking about. She has the experience, the methods, the signature systems that have been proven over and over again. And she has the people that are all around her, people like me that can say, yes, 100%, it's worth it. So thank you today, Tonya.
Thank you, Renee. Love you to pieces, sister.